Welcome back to the channel, and hello if you're new. Before we get into the video, let me know your thoughts down below. Hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel, and while you're at it, also hit that notification bell to stay posted on my future content. Now without further ado, let's get into it. So today we're diving into Daredevil Born Again episodes 5 to 9. I've been watching closely, trying to give this reboot a fair shot, but we need to talk, because I'm not sure what I'm seeing. For me personally, it's not what we were promised. As someone who's been watching Daredevil since the Netflix days, this feels off. Let me explain. Continuing on to episode 5, Matt Murdock's day spirals out of control, which is a classic setup, but honestly, this episode felt like filler. The legal drama could have hit if we actually cared about the people involved, but the emotional connection just isn't there. The emotional weight that used to carry cases like this in the Netflix series, it's missing. And while the episode ends with Daredevil confronting Muse for the first time, it doesn't feel earned. The fight choreography looks good, but the tension feels weak. Moving on to episode 6, this is where things finally get moving. Muse the serial killer is now at the centre, and for the first time this season, there's real danger. Daredevil is back and the streets are on edge. There's a sense that the city's losing control, and that's where Daredevil thrives. But even with Muse up in the threat level, the writing pulls its punches. There is brutality, but no lasting damage. It teases weight, but won't commit, and everything resets by the next scene. Moving on to episode 7. At this point, Muse becomes fully unhinged. This in itself should have had a better build-up, but for the sake of the plot, we'll push to the second fight. Again, the fight itself looked clean, but what was surrounding it looked flat. This supporting cast still feels like they're from a different show. Heather has no emotional presence beside her job. The city's in a state of emergency and she's acting like it's a mild inconvenience. It feels like they're giving her She-Hulk energy. Performative, self-absorbed, and no real weight. And that's probably part of the reason why She-Hulk got cancelled. This show is showing signs of that same hollow centre. Moving on to episode 8. Fisk throws a full-blown black and white political gala. Visually stunning, no doubt. Cinematography stepped up, but narrative-wise, it felt shaky. Bullseye makes his official return, but it's underwhelming. You blink and you miss the setup. The whole moment that should have changed the stakes, it just kinda happens. Matt learns something massive about the people around him, something that should have shaken him, but the impact, it just doesn't land. It's fast, it's weightless, it's Disney-fied drama that lacks edge. Moving on to episode 9, let's talk facts. The Punisher arrives, and immediately the tone shifts. Frank Castle reminds you what grounded Marvel looks like. There's no quips, no holding back, just straight chaos. And while it brings tension back to the show, it also exposes the truth. The Punisher shouldn't have to save Daredevil on his own show. By now, Matt should be owning every room. Instead, he's just reacting. And that's a reoccurring theme with this reboot. It all feels passive, like the show's scared to take real swings. Now, zoning out, let's talk the bigger picture. This version of Daredevil had every advantage. We're talking Disney money, a loyal fan base, and years of demand. But what did we get? Foggy, gone without a real explanation, and Karen disappears with no reason. And the replacements feel like AI written characters, preachy, disconnected, and no chemistry with Matt. It feels like they're guilt tripping more than they support him. It's not compelling, it's frustrating. And Matt himself doesn't feel like Daredevil. He's not battling between justice and violence anymore. He just reacts when it's convenient. He's indecisive, isolated, and emotionally detached from the city he used to bleed for. The Netflix version gave us stakes, consequence, and character. This reboot feels like cosplay, like someone's pretending to understand Daredevil without ever reading the source. And honestly, it's not just Daredevil who's lost here. You look across Disney Plus and the pattern is clear. They drop a big name, hype the nostalgia, and then deliver a half-finished script. There seems to be no long-term vision or any emotional thread. It's like they're scared to commit to any real character arc in case it upsets someone. And I believe it's insulting to the fan base. Because we've seen greatness, we've seen Daredevil in a courtroom, in a confession, in bloodied alleyways, making impossible choices. That version of Matt Murdock didn't need saving. Disney's one seems to need Frank Castle to drag him out of irrelevance, but don't get it twisted, the Punisher showing up was good. But the second he enters, you realise just how low the bar has actually been. His presence alone exposes how safe the rest of this show has been playing it. The writers had the chance to go deeper and lean into real morality, real loss, and real pain, and they somehow managed to dodge all of it with no Karen or Foggy, No Kingpin versus Matt with real stakes. It's like they're trying to save all the good stuff for the later seasons. That's not how you build a great show. You're supposed to bring your A game now, in every episode and every scene. This isn't a warm-up, this is Daredevil, and right now it's not delivering like it should. But shout out to the actors, because they went on strike in hopes of better writing, as well as better direction for their characters, which it's good to know that there's standards amongst the cast. And with all the hard work that they put in, hopefully we start to see this within the future. Anybody who hasn't watched the original Netflix Daredevil version, you wouldn't understand my verdict. Anyway, that's where I'm at with it. I'm also going to keep it real with you. I'm in the middle of a move right now, so my uploads may slow down a bit, but once I'm settled, I'll be back up and running again. So stay tuned. But yeah, that's my take. Enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on my future content. And let me know your thoughts down below. On that note, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.